Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy James from What's Your Forte, and today we're gonna be testing out the theory if efficient is better than Sport Plus. So I just recently picked up a draggy, so I'm gonna be doing road testing as well. That'll be another video, but today's video is gonna be dyno testing. So as y'all saw in one of my previous videos, my buddy Victor, he dynoed his G80 M3 on JB4. Efficient made way more power than Sport Plus. The reasoning that everyone is coming to is because of throttle closures in Sport Plus. So we're gonna go ahead and test it out with my race chip car today. The current mods on my car, I got the MST intake, I have mad downpipes, I have the Dahler exhaust. I think that's it as far as performance mods is concerned. So we'll see today if we'll be able to make more power and efficient versus Sport Plus. So we're really gonna test it out, man. Hope you guys enjoy this content, and if you do, please hit that like button. Matter of fact, subscribe. And actually, if you buy anything from any of the links down below, it helps out the channel, man. So I appreciate y'all's support. Also, y'all may see I'm wearing a different shirt today. I got some new merch. This right here is a sample order. It's got "Let's Get It." Y'all know I'll be saying that in all my videos. So I wanted to put that on a shirt. If you guys like this, let me know down below. I can get it put out on the store so you guys can purchase it. But it's very nice fitting. It's like a black header type finish. I got some other colors coming too with this same type of "Let's Get It" slogan on it. So you have the What's Your Forte logo on the back, and then the "Let's Get It" on the front, man. So if y'all interested in that, let me know down below. I can get it added to the store so y'all can pick one up. All right, so we'll go ahead and get it to the dyno. Y'all see the car right back there. Go ahead and pull this bad boy in, put it on the dyno, and let's see what it makes. All right, let's get it.
I like the other.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So y'all just saw the dyno, y'all saw some flashes of the numbers, but now we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So y'all know how I do after the dyno runs. We'll sit here and talk about it and analyze the data. So that's what we're about to do now. So we did 4 runs total. I did 2 runs in efficient and 2 runs in Sport Plus to kind of test the theory, because you know when we did my buddy's Victor's car, his G80 M3 all-wheel drive with the JB4, we did it in efficient and we did it in Sport Plus, and when we did his car in efficient mode, it made a lot more power than it did in Sport Plus. So it was a little weird, so we wanted to try it out on my car just to see if we would see the same results. So looking at the data right here, as y'all see on y'all screen, the results, I mean, they're kind of similar. All right, so the first 2 runs you see on your screen are in efficient mode, and the last 2 runs are in Sport Plus. So after we did the first 2 runs, we let it sit for about 10 minutes or so, and then we did the last 2 runs. So if you look at the first run, we got 565 horse and 561 torque. Then this is in efficient mode, and then 567, 568 horse, and then 558 torque. And though both of those runs were in efficient mode. Then we go ahead and we go to Sport Plus. First run of Sport Plus was pretty much almost the same A little bit more, a little bit less in torque. So we got 564 horse compared to 564 horse that we did in efficient mode, and then 559 torque, and we got 561 torque. So pretty much right in the same, 1 or 2 horsepower. You know, could be just heat soak, it could be a lot of different things. And then Sport Plus again on the final run, we got 572 horse, and then 500, pretty much 60 torque. So 572, 560 is the final numbers we got. So if you look at that, that is pretty good numbers, man. There's actually a lot. I actually was a little, I don't know how I really felt about the numbers, to be honest with you. I felt like they were really good numbers. The numbers are really good. Car feels strong, and the numbers are running really, car feels really, really good. You can kind of look at the graphs. They're all within the same type of parameters there, same type of numbers there. So if you look at the Sport Plus, the car actually ran better on Sport Plus than it did in efficient mode, which is very different from the JB4 and from what we saw on Victor's car when we dynoed his car. So very different there, and it doesn't look like with the race chip it doesn't suffer as much in Sport Plus as maybe the JB4 did, based on these numbers right here. So I mean, the numbers are within, you know, 1 or 2 horsepower range. I mean, the biggest difference looks like Sport Plus gave me the highest number as far as horse, and torque was pretty much 1 horsepower off from the max torque that was in efficient mode. So looks like, you know, regardless if you have race chip, it doesn't matter if you run in Sport Plus or efficient mode. It doesn't suffer for as much as the throttle closures as the JB4, and that could be just because, as we saw in that JB4 dyno, it hit peak power really quick and really high, and then it kind of leveled back out. So I think with like a custom map, you can kind of even those things out and then kind of build a more progressive chart and more progressive you know, power gain there. So I mean, I feel like the car feels great. You know, sounds good, it feels good too. So these numbers right there look really good. So I also wanted to look at the graph of how my car was the very last time I dynoed, right after I did the downpipes, and then compared to now. So if you guys remember last time I did dyno my car and I had the downpipes, I was a little disappointed. I thought the car was gonna make a lot more power than it did. The downpipes really smoothed things out, but the car just really wasn't making a lot of power. And then I'm showing y'all the graph right now. You can kind of see the red and the dark blue is what I ran last time. So the best run I got last time was 558 horse, and then 537 torque. The torque was really low last time. I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know if the race chip just had to adapt to the downpipes. I'm not 100% sure why the torque was really low last time, but it just when that's what it put down. And y'all know my best run on this past Friday was 572, 560, which is a lot more power throughout the entire power band. So I could tell, I didn't know if it was a placebo effect or whatever, but when I was driving the car after I put the exhaust on, and I'm dynoing a car with exhaust flaps all the way open, so maybe that's helping as well, because exhaust flaps are now fully open with the controller. But I felt like the car was pulling a little bit quicker, but I was like, it could just be a placebo effect. Could just be now that I'm hearing the exhaust more, so it's making me push the pedal down more. But I did kind of feel it a little bit, and this dyno graph kind of confirms what I was feeling, that the car is pulling a lot better and it's making a lot more power. I'm not gonna say a lot, but it's making a good amount more power. You're talking, you know, we go from 572 to 557. That's a good increase there, and then the torque is like, I mean, you're talking almost 30 foot-pounds of torque difference, and that's throughout the power band. I mean, you're looking from, I mean, you're making gains from 2,000 all the way to, I say probably about 6,000 in torque, just increases from 2 to 6,000, and then from horsepower, you're making increases from 2 all the way to about 6 and a half. You're making gains, you know, all the way throughout. So maybe just even the fact that we have the exhaust fully open now is just allowing more flow, less back pressure, and just allowing a little bit more power to come through. So it's pretty interesting, man, that the car dynoed really well. put down some really respectable numbers. So very happy with everything so far. The numbers are still a little bit less than what we got on Victor's car with the JB4. I think his torque number was a little bit higher and our horsepower numbers were about the same. So let me pull that up. So Victor, the all-wheel drive one on the JB4, his max power was 576. Max torque was like 581. So his torque was a little bit higher than when I got. Our horsepower was around the same. He had about, I think I was at 572, he was at 576. So like 4 horsepower more, and then my torque was like 560? I think his is like 580. Now a lot of that is due to that spike that we talked about before, that he was getting around 3K. Just talking to him, afterwards, he did stated that he doesn't feel it. The car feels smooth to him. He doesn't feel like there's any kind of spike or anything like that when he's driving the car. So just, it could have been that, we had just put the JB4 on, car didn't have time to adapt. And we did see in the last run where that spike had kind of dropped down a little bit, and probably as the car learns and adapts, that probably won't be, that probably will not be there. So he's supposed to be doing some more mods and probably going to dyno again, so we'll be able to dyno again and be able to see if that spike is still there. But that's kind of where a lot of his peak numbers came, was in that spike, and then it leveled back out, and then our numbers are pretty much the same at that point. So pretty interesting stuff, man. I mean, we're kind of at the limit on what some of these piggybacks can do on 93. I am still sending a log over to Race Chip to see what they think about stuff, and we'll come back and discuss that once that gets finalized. So I guess stay tuned, man. We're going to keep on seeing what we can get, man, and see how things are going to work out. But right now, super satisfied with everything. The exhaust sounds good, the car's running good on pump 93, so no issues there. So I just wanted to talk with you all, go over the numbers, go over my thoughts behind everything, and I hope you guys appreciate this video. It's a lot of time that goes in dyno testing, looking over these numbers, trying to set up the times and schedules, and trying to work and do everything, man. So trying to make sure I bring y'all that grade A top content, man. So I hope you guys appreciate it, everything that we're going on, and you can show your appreciation by hitting that like button, subscribe if you want to, hitting that notification bell so you know when I drop new videos. All right, so that's all I got for you today, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.